Earlier in the cryptos section, we discussed the definition of cryptocurrencies. In that post, we mentioned the word where most tech geeks get a mental orgasm about. This word is no other than blockchain. No. Not blockchain. Blockchain. Before any of you folks on internet land start to get confused or worry about what will come next, let me advise you that this article does not have any racist undertone or stereotypes. So don't crucify me if you somehow find offense in my use of words. Okay? We're good, right? Blockchain is simply a series of public, decentralized and highly unhackable digital information. That's the layman's definition. From here on out, we are going into the territory of technical terms and actual brain-busting information. If you can't handle it, get the hell out, you layman. Layman, U. B. L. O. C. K. C. H. A. I. N. You're still here. Okay. Time to get serious. Blockchain is comprised of chronological blocks of cryptocurrency transactions. These blocks, once verified by nodes, your computer's linked to that network, and entered into this cannot be edited or deleted or copied. It is accessible to the public. There is no secret third party or central authority to control this data. Everything is free to look at. Take the block below, for example. Guess what, guys? This is the first transaction on the first block for Bitcoin, aka the Genesis block. This one is like a historical artifact to those who know about cryptocurrency. Please take note of these words: number of transactions, output total, transaction fees, timestamp, difficulty, nonce, block reward and hashes, because these same words are going to change how you see Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency in general. The number of transactions is obvious. It's basically the amount of time you send or receive the cryptocurrency on that block. Output total is the amount of cryptocurrency you are about to send. The transaction fees are what the miners or nodes charge when you make this transaction. Timestamp is the date and time, in 24-hour format, of course, of the transaction. Difficulty, nonce, block reward and hashes are interrelated, in that these are the process and elements behind mining. Now, we're talking. No, miner dude. It does not involve you. Mining, in cryptocurrency, means that your computer creates a block of data and then hashes that. What do you mean by hashes? You mean it turned the data into cannabis or something? Fresh from the fields. I had to admit. That would be awesome to do, but no. I don't know who linked this word to cryptographic, but I know that marijuana was involved. Okay. I'm done with the marijuana jokes. You see that string of numbers and letters next to hash in the block number 0 above. That is the output code after your computer runs whatever data, whether text or picture, through a function, most likely a secure hash algorithm or SHA encryption function. To illustrate, we are going to use SHA-1 converter to change the word sugar to hash, which you can see below. So basically that hash is a word or passphrase secured under the guise of cryptography. However, there are many types of hash functions that uses different algorithms. For example, you have SHA-256, which can only be used to mine Bitcoin, and Scrypt. In the above case, F0FC44831.00303B660E10B98D0046B72E can be deciphered back to the word sugar if you have a personal computer and hours to waste, no friend guy. SHA-256 is virtually impossible to decipher, that is, if you don't have another code known as the private key. This is the reason for you to keep the private key of your wallet safe. Sugar converted to SHA-256 hash is CC767FB1C6F23D853B58DD2CO5EC8822O328OE69D755C18FB, totally different from SHA-1s. Another difference is that text or character changed to hash through SHA-256 cannot be converted back into that same text or character. That's why it is unhackable. How this factor into mining? Imagine this scenario: you and your friends have a stack of pennies. If all your friends and you throw the pennies, such that millionth of the time it comes up heads, and telling when they landed on a head. If one of these heads is reported every 10 minutes, 600 seconds, you can estimate accurately how many times per second the pennies are being flipped. Replace the coin flip with hash function and you with the computer, and that is what a hash rate looks like. The successful heads are the block reward. Going to discuss this in more details in another post. Yet hash rate to mine one coin does not stay the same forever. It gets more difficult to mine coins over time if that cryptocurrency has a limited supply. For example, if you mine a Bitcoin from one block in 10 minutes on your computer in 2010, it will take more hash rate or more time to produce one Bitcoin. The same goes for other cryptocurrencies over time. They all consume more hash power as more computers join the network. What about the nonce? I am coming around to that. According to Bitcoin Wiki, nonce is 32-bit, 4-byte, field whose value is set so that the hash of the block will contain a run of leading zeros. What this means is that in order to get the correct hash with the correct amount of 0 bits, the computer has to keep testing different nonce until it finds the right one. Also, the number of zeros requirement is set by the difficulty of the mining, which should make the value of the hash to be less compared to the current difficulty. In the case of block number 0 above, for the hash, those zeros before the digit 19 is what the nonce value 2,083,236,893 gives at that difficulty. As a result, these calculations of repetition are time-consuming and take resources, hence the term proof of work, POW. With that said, another remarkable thing about the blockchain is it shows the hash for the previous and next blocks. When you click on either hashes, you'll be taken to the next block or previous block. However, for irregular nowadays transactions on the blockchain, it does not show all of these terms, so do not worry your brains. Now take a look at the transaction below. It has a QR code for those who cannot bother to write or copy string of letters numbers called your address. Apart from the hash, number of transactions, total received, Merkle root, and Bitcoin addresses, there is nothing else like the original main blockchain. I think it has to do with convenience and its popularity, why it is simplified so much. Blockchain is the best technology since the advent of the internet. It will soon revolutionize how we communicate, store data, do work online and so much more. The possibilities are endless. If there is anything I miss in this video, please drop a comment below. Why not subscribe to get more of my content? Hit that like button. Like. Music. I know that does not make any sense. Until next time, be safe, walk good and rain in your Friday.